Hi guys, this is our kill of Sindragosa, the last boss in the Frosthog's wing of Icecrown Citadel. This is our main focus on 25 man, so I'm going to go through the tactic, the key mechanics of the fight, so you have a better understanding of the fight when you come to do it. So if we look at the room as it's laid out just now, obviously the stairs at the bottom, this is where most of the fight is going to take place. Sindragosa is going to be tanked just at the bottom of the circle in the middle. The raid composition, we took 3 healers, 2 tanks and 5 DPS. So, if we start the video, boss is pulled down, the tank picks up, turns it on the side. It's a dragon, so cleave and tail swipe, so stay away from the back and the front. Straight away you can see the bosses starting their abilities. Unchained Magic and Permeate and Chill. Unchained Magic is for the casters, Permeate and Chill for the melee. Basically put a stack and debuff on you. When the debuff wears off, it's going to do damage. Don't go above 4 or 5 stacks. Simple. Now you can see the Deadly Boss mod timers, and the next one coming up is Blistering Cold. Blistering Cold is 2 parts, Icy Grip, Blistering Cold. Icy Grip is going to pull everyone in the raid into the centre, and Blistering Cold is going to do AoE damage. There you go, Icy Grip. Use your mouse, basically just run out. It's a 5-second cast and it's a 25-yard AoE. You need to master this quite quickly because you can't lose people early on in this. It happens all the way through the fight on a 1-minute cooldown, so you really do have to get to grips with it. Now the next part is phase 2, which is the air phase. Now the raid are all going to run to the bottom of the stairs. This is where we're going to fight only because Sindragosa can't target on the stairs. Now the people are going to get marked up, the frost beacons, there you go, they're going to get marked with a skull and the X. There's 2 on 10 man, there's 5 on 25 man. Now you can see straight away that it's me that's in tombs, it's not a good view, but the raid are 11 yards behind me and I'm 11 yards away from the other person that's entombed. Now the raid are going to group up behind each tomb. Sindragosa is going to fire frost bombs at the ground, and you need to put a frost tomb in between you and where the frost bomb's going to land. You can see it quite clearly on the floor. You're going to DPS the frost tombs down to about 15-20%, so that as soon as she does her last frost bomb, that she does 4, you can break the people out like that, perfect, and then you can start straight away on the boss again. Now phase 1 continues again, and it's basically fitting the same pattern. Icy Grip, pulling you in, you have to run out, and obviously the Unchained Magic and the Permeate and Cold debuffs on you. Just make sure you keep an eye on these, and keep an eye on your timers at when these are going to happen. Now the video's been sped up so we can move through the fight a bit quicker, explain the key points of it, but you can see the air phase again, and this is a wee bit clearer this time because I'm not being entombed. Same thing though, running to the stairs, spreading out 11 yards and the 2 people at the front. Now when the person's inside the tomb, they're going to take continual damage, 8% of the total health every second. So healers, do anything you can, hots, bubbles, prayer mending, the lot, to try and to help things tick over when they're inside. You can see on the first one that I used Dispersion, I used it far too early there. You can actually use things like that inside the tomb. You can't cast or move, but you can do things like that. So use things like that inside the tomb to kind of so you don't take as much damage. Now you can see the DPS again on the tombs. You can see the people position themselves between the tombs and the frost bombs. The frost bombs, the circle you can see on the floor, DPSing them down to about 10%, and then when the 4th and final frost bomb hits the ground, you can finish off the tombs and free the people, then straight back onto the fight. So, phase 1, Icy Grip, getting pulled in, running out, and keeping an eye on your debuffs. Phase 2, the air phase, making sure you're 11 yards away from the person, getting behind them, and then DPSing the tomb down. Phase 3 combines elements from phase 1 and phase 2. It starts at 35%, and that's when the boss will become grounded. She's going to cast the debuff on the whole raid this time. The only way to actually get it off is to hide behind one of the ice tombs. Just like in phase 2, whoever's going to be entombed will get marked with a big blue arrow above the head, and also the Deadly Boss mod will shout at you. So you can see there, someone in the melee's got the blue arrow, so they're going to move out to the left. 6 seconds later, they're going to be entombed. There you go. Now the whole raid, apart from the tanks, are going to run behind. This is going to reset their stacks, and they're going to DPS straight away everyone on the tomb. Now the next person's already been marked up. You can see the blue arrow. They're going to move out to the right. 6 seconds later, entombed. Raid's then going to switch behind that one, DPS it down, Next person got marked up as well, and they're going to do the same thing, out to the left, and you're kind of going to left, right, DPSing as much as you can in between, but the priority has to be to getting the movement right. Now, the reason we take 2 tanks is because they need to switch as well. Icy grip there, so you need to make sure that you keep an eye on your timers for that. The tanks need to switch on their stacks as well, so they're going to switch on the left one. The second tank is going to need a lot of damage reduction rotations and a lot of heals, because it's massive damage when they take over. So you can see kind of simple movement, left, right, left, right. Now we were far too spread out there. You can see how much running the raid actually has to do there. Ideally, it should be in the middle and just to the left. Yeah. So the middle column, you can see the kind of the line going towards the circle, and just off to the left of that. That should be the ideal locations for the 2 ice tombs. So the raid doesn't have to move as much, and so the melee in range can get as much DPS time on the boss as they can. So guys, that's pretty much it. Phase 1, Phase 2, back and forth, all the way down to 35%, and then on to Phase 3. And I think you agree that as soon as you break it down into little individual parts, the movements are predictable and they're the same all the way through the fight. I'm confident as soon as you read up more and have a look at this video, that when we come back in to do this on 25 man, it should be quite a quick clean kill for us. So, done on 10 man, let's do it on 25 man, and let's make Duckin a very happy Draenei. Thanks guys.